Welcome to the Pathway to the Rockies Council popcorn sale. Every year we get questions about how much a unit should order for popcorn. We get a lot of new unit colonels that just maybe don't have access to a lot of history. They're just trying to start over, or a new unit, and we want to be able to kind of help them out. So with the Trails End app, we have a lot of access to various pieces of data and information about sales over the last couple of years, and we've got it pretty dialed in and are able to help out. So we've tied that in with our council commission structure and provided a first order calculator and commission information Excel spreadsheet for you to use. So when you open this up, you're going to start here on the commission details, and you're going to select your unit from a drop down here. And I've got my unit, a test unit here selected, and on the left you can kind of see the commission structure for our sale this year, and we focus on membership growth and sales growth are the two biggest things. We need to make sure we grow members in our council, and we want to make sure you've got the funds necessary to provide an excellent program to those new members. So you'll start out with base commission, and this is preloaded with some of your specific information that helps you to understand your metrics for the membership growth and the sales growth. And so when you put in your unit, it'll fill out some of these. So there's nothing for you to do on this first page other than choose your unit. And you can kind of go through the different metrics that you need to hit. But membership growth, it'll tell me it's based on last year's year-end members, and if you're a pack or a troop, kind of where you need to be by end of year, or end of October 31st rather. And how many members from June 30th you still have to go. So, and you can always find your own membership totals in your MyDot Scouting account. And then your sales growth. So we've got your previous year sales and some different metrics. Whether you sell over $15,000 or double your sale, for a little bump in your commission, and then sort of our ultra high selling units selling over 25,000 for a total available commission of 43%. So that's some of the highest council commissions paid out, and we definitely pay that out to a handful of units every year, and we want to make sure we have given you every opportunity. So you can learn more about our commission structure. There's a link here to our website, so if you want to learn a little bit more, understand the commission structure a little more in depth. Then you want to move on to the show and deliver kit. So not every unit does this. So it's called wagon sales in the app, but this is what we used to call show and deliver, where a unit orders a bunch of cases of popcorn, breaks it open, and scouts sell it door to door. And that's basically how it works. So once you open those cases, they are unreturnable. So those are your cases. So this first step is to build your kit, and you can see the various products here, how many containers per case, and the price per container of each one of these products. So you just fill in numbers in the green boxes, and I've pre-filled it in with a sort of suggested take order or show and deliver kit build. It's got a value of $570. You can do whatever you want. Maybe you've got some scouts that are kind of have some old customers that they've had for years and know what they like and want to utilize show and deliver kit for that. And then it estimates your product mix, percentage of product mix right here versus the estimation, and so this is versus what we expect to sell, and that's based off history and our Trails End's analysts' expectations of what each item is going to make up of the sale. So make sure you don't deviate too far from those, but you'll be able to do whatever you want. So remember, you're filling in these green boxes in containers, and then when you're done with that, what each kit is going to look like. tell it how many kits you want. So I'm going to say I've got 5 scouts in my pack that have committed to sell these kits. So they've said, yes, I want a kit, I'm going to sell it, I'm going to sell every bit of it and then more. I'm still going to help with show and sells and storefronts and stuff. So I put that in. Then it calculates how many containers of each one of these items that I need. It converts that to cases, and then down here it shows me excess containers. So my kit doesn't perfectly multiply up to even numbers of cases, so just keep that in mind, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So we're not going to order that just yet, and you can see these 5 kits, those 5 scouts, they're going to make up that's a value of $3,460 worth of popcorn I'm in for right there. So I'm well on my way to my goal. And then you can click here for a sample show and deliver kit and contract. So that's going to be a sample that we've kind of put together. It sort of mimics that product mix across what we expect to sell. But again, you can do whatever you want with it, but it's a good starting point for you to kind of share expectations with families of, hey, this is yours. Once you take it, you do owe the full money. We can't take it back, things like that. So next we're going to go to the storefront. And storefront, we've got it, the beauty of the Trails End app over the last few years has been we collect a lot of data on storefront sales, and we kind of know about how much we sell per hour at storefronts. Last year, per hour was right around $187 per hour, and that was per scout hour. So, and that was the total average overall. So keep in mind, if you got one scout at a shift for 2 hours, he might run around that $187 per hour. If you've got 2, you might see a little bump, but it won't necessarily double. If you've got 3, you're really getting diminishing returns. So things can really move pretty quickly there. So, but our unit is committed. Let's say we've got 25 hours of storefront. It's going to give us a total container need based on what we expect to sell per hour of each one of these. The lower your hour number, the less exact some of this is going to be. I think our per hour on sea salt snack pack we're expecting to do about 0.1 per hour. So that's probably not going to move a ton at show and sells. And so you want to make sure we take it pretty easy on those. But maybe our unit is committed to 50 hours. We've got 50 hours booked, and scouts to work them. And so we know, again, we've got the containers per case, price per container, total container need based on the 50 hours that we're booking, and how many cases that equals that we need to order, and how many excess containers we've got. So I can click here for a storefront reservation guide. Trails End again has booked out a bunch of storefronts for us, and you can learn how you can book those. So now let's go to our final order tab. So this is going to compile our show and deliver kit and our storefront needs. So here we have the number of containers of each item for show and deliver kits, for our storefront needs, and it gives us a total container need. And now it's going to tell us how many total cases we need to order, and excess containers that we'll have based on those items that we've done, for a total value of $12,230. My unit's in for. And again, these are based on the 2022 average sales and an estimation of the 2023 product mix. So we do have a couple of new products in the 2023 product mix, and so those are we don't want people to go too crazy on those. We always like to take it a little conservatively on that. So my case count is 68 total cases that I'm ordering here, and my retail value again $12,230. And how much popcorn can I fit in my car? So with 68, I should be able to fit that in a large SUV, and that's going to be a tight squeeze in a large SUV. So I might bring a couple of minivans, or a minivan and a crossover, or a small SUV, something like that, to make sure I can get these. Remember, that's with seats folded down, no cargo, no child seats, golf clubs, backpacks, etc. So we want to make sure we're able to just put stuff in a vehicle pretty quickly during our distributions and move along the way. So don't try to play the Tetris squeeze in your vehicle. We want to keep things moving and make sure we don't damage anything during distributions. But that is how you use the first order calculator. I think this is a useful tool for unit kernels, new and old, and we hope that this helps you out and gives you a good idea where to start. Thanks.